Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are back live streaming again. Friday, last day of the week, and we are back here. Have a look at gold right now. Seems to be doing something quite interesting, and Euro's moving, so it's going to be the two I'm focusing on again today. There may be a potential play on Euro, so I'm going to keep a close eye on that. And gold as well. Whereas gold is trending, Euro I'm not sure yet, and I'll explain why. So overall, currently, Euro is trending. So we had a reversal down here, and it's pulled all the way back up to the supply zone that sent it down in the first place. So it's all the way back up there. Cool. We'd expect a sell on supply, which is what happened eventually. Took a while, but eventually did move. And it seems like it's heading back there. Now, it could be sold again to break this structure and continue the reversal that came from up here, or it will push to break these highs and continue the reversal that came from here. So it's one of those 50-50 ones again. So the only way I could pick a direction is to wait and see and base it on price action. So what I do see here is we have a trend going up, and it's respecting the previous lower highs. So for me to sell this, I would like to see it beat a lower high. And for me to buy it, it definitely needs to beat that, but I'm not going to buy it up there, to be honest. For me to buy it, I want it to see coming down, break structure again, then push up. So in either direction, in either scenario, I still need to see price coming down before I get active. So whether it's the sell or whether it's the buy, I'm not going to buy it up here. So that's what I'm looking at EURUSD. We're going to see what happens. If you're on a lower time frame, it looks like a continuation of the trend, and it may be the case. So you could have purchased it from here, stop loss underneath there, and it continues going out when it breaks this. I just don't like those setups when we got equal, triple lows here. Stop losses underneath there. For me, that's easy money. I would expect price to push to tag into there at least. And it could continue going up after that, or it push it down further, and that push down further is what I will be trading. I'll prefer to trade. So we're going to wait and see on that. Gonna keep a close eye on that. Gold looks like it's just reversed here. Didn't reverse where I expected it to be honest, but you know, I expected it within from this high to this low to maintain this nice trend, perfect trend, but it dug underneath there and it's reversed a bit lower, and now it's pushing back up, and it looks like it's going for those equal highs that I mentioned in the previous stream. So we're going to see what happens with gold. If it gets up above here, that's when I'll look for some kind of a pullback or sell to get back into here to continue its trend. So it pushes up, it needs to pull back in, probably using this as support to continue if it is to continue going up. If it's going down still, it will be a reverse up here. So again, be looking for a sell in gold and a sell in euro. That's my initial thoughts. Just gonna wait. London session is due to start in about 8 minutes. To open on the London session, and we're gonna wait and see what happens. That volatility from the London session should be enough to actually just to drive this underneath here. I just feel this is too convenient to be a trend continuation, especially when it's equal to lows. It may still happen, you know, support and resistance. It may still happen, but I just feel like it's too convenient, and I'm gonna wait and see what happens. For those joining the chat, let me know what you're looking at. I have a quick look as well, share my thoughts, and see if there's any opportunities we could find while we're streaming. So far, it's just the two I'm looking at. See what happens here. 7 minutes. So the argument for the sell is it's gone back to the supply zone. That took it down to demand. Could be sold again here. A lot of resistance. Prices returned there. Maybe it gets sold again. Argument for the buy is trending still. Maintaining its, respecting the previous lower highs. And it could continue. That's the euro play. I think the gold one's a lot clearer. It's trading with the trend, clearly pushing higher, and the target could be those equal highs. So I may actually take a discretionary trade here and use this low as my stop. Yeah, I'm going to take a little trade here. There's no reason it should come back here if it is trending up. And I'm going to buy that. I'm just going to have my stop loss just underneath, see if we could continue this trend. Bit risky just before London session. London session could definitely drag this all the way down there. But hopefully it gets volume and just pushes it out. The risky trade, that's why I'm taking it on the discretionary account. See if it holds and maintains like it's been doing so. Could see it, London bringing it down here. I'm going to put my initial stop loss here, then adjust it if we get the breakout here. 33, 16, 46. Keep my eye on euro as well. Okay. Four minutes. Good morning. Okay. What was it? A buy or sell on NASDAQ? I'm guessing it's been dumping hard. I'm going to jump on NASDAQ, have a quick look. Let me see what you got to. Guessing it was a sell. Yeah, I'm guessing it's a sell. Still got room to go, potentially. There is a demand further down on NASDAQ. But yeah, I just don't know what's going on in NASDAQ. That's why I stopped looking at it. It's just so hard to call it. After what I saw 2 days ago, I just thought, wow, I did not expect that. That was a really bad read. Well, it wasn't a bad read, actually. It was a good read. It just unexpected price action. Really, really unexpected. So I'm guessing you sold NASDAQ. Yeah. Good way to start the morning. 40 pips. Are you going to continue trading and risk it, or slow it down? I'm guessing you're using low leverage. That's why you're able to afford the losses and try and take multiple wins. All right, so this Euro trade is looking set to do something. Let's see what happens. 2 minutes. Never gone fishing before, but I feel like this is a lot like fishing. Just waiting for price to take the bait. Let me start fishing this year. If I could do this, definitely could fish a lot easier. Okay, London session. Here we go. Okay, so it was right about that. Sell. Too convenient. Almost right. Let's see if it pushes more. Still a bit early for the sell, just waiting. Let's see what happens. Nice. So do you have like a monthly target? And is it based on a dollar figure amount, or is it a percentage? Okay, so London session, gold is pushing against me. Got the little breakout. Just gonna trail it and see how far it wants to go. Could expect a pullback, but I am inclined to believe it's reversed, coming for these equal highs that it left so conveniently there yesterday. Hopefully it doesn't dig all the way down here, then go. Been getting a lot of the calls right. It's just the price action goes against me just to then go in my direction later. So hopefully don't get no more of that this week. It just does what it's trending to do. There is a bit of an imbalance down here. I think I had a look earlier, saw a breakout of it. I didn't see it return there, did it? No, I didn't. So I could tag all the way back here to tag this to build this imbalance. but it's got structure here, and I'm just gonna rely on that for now. So break, read, pole flag. Right here is polling out. I want it just to continue driving. So that looks like a break and retest. Stop loss could be there. I'm giving it a little bit room, taking into account that London session just opened. Hopefully it drives up from there. Let's see if gold, euro is moving now. It's going up. So the entry is not there yet. So if you're trading with the trend, would have seen it break these candles, and maybe that was an indication to buy, but not for me, not there. Too early. I just don't trust this setup. This is all down here. Let's see what happens. Okay, so gold is going against me now. Let's see. As expected, London. See how far it goes against me. Don't really want to see it go past this low. Let me see the H1. That's the important one. That could indicate a pullback or reversal if it breaks underneath this low. See what that looks like. M5, yeah. Don't really want to see it go past this low. I want it to see it, respect this and continue. Only risking $100, so it's not crazy. Let's reduce that, make sure it's just $100. Yeah. So if it's a small loss if it happens. If not, I'm going to hold it, try continue the trend, see what we could get from it. Move to break even if I get the breakout. Okay, so this looks like it's finally about to break out of this zone. Just some really weird price action recently, just slow, consolidating, ranging, then it eventually just moves. Yeah, for me, I mean, I try to trade for the year. I'm still working on just being consistent. Then I look at the results of my behavior. It's not really a figure in mind. I get my withdrawals, that's great. I go back in again, continue, and I just try to learn through the process still. Bag wings where they are, but it's really about finding that consistency. If I find that consistency for long periods of times, 5 months to 10 months, a year, then I've got ample amount of time just to do whatever I want. So it's not, I don't try to put a figure amount on it, to be honest. Puts additional pressure unneeded on myself. What's going on here? Looks like another breakout. I don't think there was any news this morning. No major news. There was something, but no major news this morning. Yeah, it's not major news onto a new session. New home sales. That should get a dramatic move on the market. Maybe break structure, maybe pick a direction from there. Possible price sticks around, just consolidates until then. Yeah, I trade with fivers. I'm considering looking at futures, and if I was looking at futures, I think funded futures is the one from all the feedback I'm getting from everyone. But in terms of Forex, fivers, I've considered doing their trader pool. I think it's called trader pool. They offer another prop firm opportunity for stocks. I used to like stocks, but it's just the time really. Forex is the best time for me. Something I could trade at this time makes sense. This is when I got the most amount of free time. But something for the future to consider. But in terms of fivers, they've been around for a while. I remember initially when I did my research on which prop firm to go with, they stood out. They were not offering ridiculous leverages or anything like that. And they had a lot more rules, and that just made me feel that they were actually managing money rather than just managing gamblers kind of thing. So I went with them. No issues, payouts have always been on time, prompt, no issues with accounts and stuff like that. Customer service is very good as well, so yeah. And for me, it just makes sense. I'm not risking a lot of my personal funds. So it makes sense doing it with them. If I get the payouts, withdrawals, that's great. If I don't, it's only a small amount of money I've lost. So it balances out at the end of the year. And that's the way I look at it, or that's the way I approach it. So it looks like this is continuing. And let's see what's gold doing. Okay, maybe gold is going to trend up with it. Very slow though. So if we get this breakout on gold, then I'm going to move my stop loss and just throw this, try to get it back to the top. Euro didn't break the structure, the H1 I was waiting for. Could still do it, just hasn't done it yet. So it's arguable that it's going to continue pushing. Come on, gold. So Euro's pushing, gold is pushing, but very slowly. All of a sudden, now that I've got into it, but it's been moving slow. To be fair, it's been moving slow. So maybe it's not just me jinxing it. Just have to wait. Okay, got some movement. Let me just check the H1. See what that looks like. Okay, so it's created a new H1 low currently. You may hold it. If it breaks it out here, breaks this high, I'm gonna reduce my risk and trail these previous H1 candles. This will be the next one, and wait to see if we could get a significant drive out, then I'll trail the next one. Okay, so you was pushed out, it's broke out of the zones, pushing. Glad I didn't jump in for that sell without confirmation. Feels like it's a trending market. Yeah, the rules are very stiff in terms of fivers. But I think when you come in as a beginner, some of those rules are good, okay, because they do help you. But then as I've grown in experience with the business, I understand some of those rules actually inhibit you from being able to be profitable quick. If you are an experienced trader, it slows you down. So one of them is about the withdrawals, 14 days. If you have a funded account and you may profit, you should be able to withdraw it when you want. But they tell you need to wait 14 days to the time you passed to be able to withdraw it. Sometimes I passed the next funded challenge within 14 days, but that then resets, so I have to wait an additional 14 days, and I just feel that's silly, right? It's a funded account. Do not punish me for being profitable so quickly. I should be able to withdraw it whenever I want. So that's one of their major rules I do not like, but it's a part of their rules, and understanding their business, you know, they're not actually here to make payouts. They're here for people to, you know, essentially get, if you lose account, buy a new account, and that's where the money is made. I understand it. I'm not mad or upset with them for it. They are still providing you with capital, and if you do pass the criteria, meet all the criteria, you get a payout. So that's their rules, that's their game, they're their house. Just have to go with it, understand the rules and play with it. So if you are looking in terms of prop firms, they're all going to have something similar, but at least this prop firm has been consistent. I've seen a few people just disappear with money, disappear with people's accounts and stuff like that, and I don't like that. So at least I haven't heard any horror stories from them. That's why I'm okay with them. In terms of prop firms, yeah, I'm okay with them. Very slow on gold today. And you as well. it's just chilling out around. Maybe there's going to be a drop coming, and that's why it's going so slow. Anyway, still holding this gold trade until I see a reason not to. I don't see nothing, no reason to stop. Nothing stopping this. So we have a supply zone, equal highs, but all of this has been used. There's no imbalances, nothing for it to react to. Approaching resistance really here. Yeah, that's where it is right now. So this would be the test. If it holds here and then reverses, or starts breaking structure from here. If it breaks above it, then there's no reason not to hold it. So this would be the key price point, the key obstacle. Right. Previous low, current high. Alright, cool. Keep an eye on that. Okay, you was pushing. Okay. Looks like gold's moving now. And looks like it's getting above the resistance. So now I'm going to trail it again, reducing the risk. If it pops above it, I'm going to move it to this initial one now. Reduce my risk. I want to see it break above here and stay above there. Then I'm going to move it underneath this H1 low, which is also a 5-minute flag. And that's the current trend. So respect it. And if it breaks it, that's when potentially there's a reversal. So I'm happy to trail it this way. It's too soon to move to break even. I want it away from my entry a little bit more, giving it room to wiggle before I go to break even, because I could definitely see it coming back as it's been doing. Pulls up, comes back into the zone, pulls up, back into the zone. So if it does get this breakout, it could definitely come back here. So it's a bit too early for break even. So go wait a little bit. Okay. Glad I'm not in that Euro trade for the sell. It was a bit too early. That's why I wait for the H1 break. I need to wait. That's my confirmation of a break in structure, really. M1 leading to H1 break, and that's good enough for me. So the H1 break I was looking at was this from this candle here. And as you can see, it didn't break it. Then London session broke this. So that was, I said if it breaks above here, maybe that's the buy. But I'm not going to get in here and leave my stop loss underneath all these equal lows. But that's the buy, that's the move to continue the trend. But the gold setup was, as you saw, a lot cleaner and easier to manage. So that's the buy from the breakout. I could definitely see it pulling back into it. So that's why I say I don't want to get in there, because it will break. It will definitely come back, or not definitely, but it will. It's more likely to come back to my entry and even underneath it. So I don't want to get in at the top there. Ideally, if it pulls back in here, maybe there's a entry there and a reduced stop loss here. That's a better entry basically, rather than getting in up there. I'd rather miss that trade. More or less did the same thing with with gold here, but it's a smaller range. It broke out, came back in here, and I was in from there. So now I can manage the risk. It's not as big as the euro trade. So now I'm only risking 49. If I get this breakout, I'm gonna be risking less than that. I'll be underneath here, but I need that breakout. Euro's the only thing moving right now, but we're gonna wait. Hopefully get this breakout, and then I could reduce the risk. So far, I have to be patient. Yeah, Nasdaq's pushing. Just had a quick look on my phone. I'm gonna try and manage this trade for now. What are you trading today? Yeah, FTSE. Was there a news release? FTSE's acting up. No news release for FTSE. Just having a bullish drive. Casually bullish today. Yeah, Nasdaq's pushing. So the Nasdaq play, like I said the other day, the sell-off didn't make any sense. It reacted to news, I guess, but I think it was overdone, and it feels like it's trying to retrace now. The Nasdaq play. So it's just too convenient. Okay, so this isn't moving like I would expect it to. Euros pushing back in. Could have sold that back into the demand. Very risky thing to do, so I'm not doing that. I'm happy with my stop loss so far. This is the low I really want. It didn't give me much. Being patient. See what Hadron is saying. Yeah, well. Yeah, I'm happy with my stop loss where it is. If it's gonna respect this supply zone that was created with equal highs and reverse, it needs to take me out by breaking this low. So I'm very happy with where my stop loss is. I'm just gonna wait and see what happens. So I'm back and forth here. Let's see what happens. What do you normally trade in the New York session? What instrument do you focus on? Is it NASDAQ? I'm guessing that's the best time to trade it. FTSE and DAX tend to move well in the New York session. So I'm going to spend some time doing some back testing again this weekend with a mindset ready for trading in the New York session. And I may consider reducing the quantity of days as I'm going to be streaming more. Just feel like there's been too much screen time for me recently. So something to consider. But definitely considering New York session. Yeah, I'll do New York session. I just need to have a look at my schedule and find out what days is ideal to do it. Definitely not Mondays. Mondays is too slow, but for any session. I used to hate Thursdays, but now Thursdays tend to be quite volatile, a lot of movement. Maybe avoid mouse. But yeah, maybe DAX New York session. I had a look at it the other day in New York session. That's where it seemed to move with a lot of volume. Could have got some quick scalps from DAX, so maybe something to consider. Yeah. Okay, so gold has slowed down. Entry still good. Stop losses are still okay. But it's not moving. So break and retest possibly here on the euro. Is that a high? Let me see, what's that low? Yeah, I'm not doing break and retest. Imbalance here. Could react to there. And potentially be bought from here. These stop losses underneath here. Nope, not doing that. Not doing that. Just gonna wait it out with gold. I think gold is gonna be the trade for today. On stream at least. Yeah, that unscheduled news is what's been affecting some of my reads this week. So I think it happens quite often. If you trade throughout the year, you will see earlier the first quarter was a lot smoother. It's a lot smoother, but here, this last 2 weeks, some of my plays just missing TP and so on, and the ones what I've noticed though, the ones I've been reading on the higher time frames being well. So swing trading may be the better option, and just giving it space. So the reversals here, filling the gaps here, it's been a lot easier to read. It's just this choppy play here. So for instance, pawn flank all the way up here. This is flag low of the expected price to pull in here and to be bought up here, but it just got underneath there. Then it went. There's no reason for that at all. If you're going underneath there, destination in terms of structure should be there. Not that it needs to follow my structure, but it should be there. That's the imbalance. That's where it broke from, and that's where it should be sold down to before coming up. That's where I would expect it to be bought from, not here. Just underneath these lows. So maybe this is going to be a sell to get down there. But from the looks of it, I feel like these equal highs is the target and this reversal still in play. So we're going to see what happens. Hopefully it doesn't take me out first, then start going, because that's the kind of couple of days I've been having, getting the read right, but it took me out of my position. That's why I'm focusing now on the risk management. Just take the losses if need be. Only $50 risk today. Very slow. First 30 minutes hasn't done much for gold. Euros already broke out and pulled back. Doing this retest now. Yep, breaking retest on the euro. Gold has not moved. It seems like gold moves a lot more before the London session. Look at all this. And this is the London session or pre-London session and current London session. That's all it's done. It's really gone sideways. But previous to that, look at all that. Maybe I need to get up earlier. Catch the gold trades. Overnight session that was there, but from here it's just been pushing all the way back up. London session, lots of volume, but it's not moving. So it looks like it's coming from my lows here. Let's see the structure. Okay, no, it still needs to get underneath my lows here. My stop loss for a potential reversal or a pullback. Stop loss still in the right place. Just need to be patient. Maybe if it stays around there and the next H1 candle comes and breaks this low, then that's the sell. But for now, I'm just gonna wait. Even though it's going against me, I'm just gonna wait. We love some volume on gold today. Come on. On the session, come on, kick in. Maybe we'll see it, the movement in the next H1 candle. That's 20 minutes away. But this is why I like gold. It's clean, so clean. It's just like respecting its lows. It's very easy to see, very easy to trade, especially with the trend. And if it reverses and pulls out, usually a reason based on the higher time frame. Very easy to trade. That's erratic. Let me check out that. DAX is still bullish, eh? Could see it taking a high, but I feel that that's a massive imbalance is created there. Maybe there's a pullback before it does that. Are you in? Are you in DAX for a buy? Can't see no clear entry unless you got it right from the button. Yeah, so it was a bit of a pullback reversal at the beginning of the trading day, today. Reversal at the bottom and driving up. Maybe it's on the M1 you find a low. Yeah, you could find a low on the M1. Euros pushing up as well. I'm still very cautious with that DAX right now because it's at considerable highs. I can't see its direction, its destination, or anything like that. So I may be inclined just to sell where it is right now, see if it pulls back into that imbalance, the H1 imbalance that's creating now, especially for the start of the new hour. More or less doing the same thing Nasdaq's doing right now, but with less range, I guess, or different heights. Everything's looking bullish. Okay, looks like we're about to get some movement in gold finally. And looks like Euro is leading the charge. Everything's looking bullish. Let's see if it maintains it. Come on, gold. Feels like I picked the slow horse today. That's my only concern with gold. The broke here didn't really retest it at all. It didn't drop back into this breakout. That's where structure was broken. Broke here didn't retest it. Just started trending up and it slowed down. It reverses here, taking this low. Could see it coming back down here. That's my main concern with gold. But keep an eye on it. It's at resistance now. If it doesn't break this high, that's the resistance. If it doesn't break this high and reverses and breaks this low, that could be a small reversal or just a pullback, maybe to get back into here. And that's my concern. It's just not moving. Everything else is moving. Yeah, everything else has moved. Gold has just slowed down completely. Let's see what's going on M1. Maybe that will give me better visual, better explanation. At last, here we go. It's a movement. Nice drive up. Hopefully it continues and it doesn't reject here. And then we should get this breakout soon. Don't like this gap here. I guess this happened here, didn't affect it, so maybe nothing to worry about. But yeah, if I if I get this break of this high here, I'm gonna move my stop loss again, reducing the risk. And continue trailing it. This is the H1 low, this is a M1 low as well. I believe it's an M5 low, so still trading with the trend in this scenario. Okay, so I'm gonna reduce my risk now. Just want it underneath this low. Okay. Only risking $30. Where it is now, there is no reason for it not to break this high. If it doesn't, I'm not interested anymore. If it comes back, gets underneath here, gonna leave that. It should break this high now. Let's see. So broke above, close above, tags back into here, should push and break above here. Nice rejection. Let's get a drive. I mean, I've been waiting here almost 50 minutes for a move. London session. Let's get a drive. Let's get a good drive now. Come on. So I want these highs. That's what I want. Let me see if there's a target above that. So there's an imbalance here. That could be a problem. So I want these highs. There's an imbalance here that could get a reaction from the H1 imbalance. Let's see. Just here. 33.50. So if we could get these highs, I'd like to get out just before 33.50. Maybe leave a runner. See if it wants to get to 33.50. But I'm going to take partials as it, if it breaks this high here. Leave the runner and see if it wants to do anything more. May adjust the runner later. But for now, got a little breakout. Let's see if it wants to drive any further. That's a win in itself, to be honest. That breakout should have been enough, but I'm gonna hold it, see. we could get this drive back up to the top here. That's, I mean, when it was here yesterday, I wanted it to reverse here. It started doing it. I wanted those highs to be met, but dug down deep, and now it's coming back. So that's why that's the same target. Just want it to continue respecting its lows. We're coming close to the end of this candle. The next H1 candle can pull all the way back into this zone. I'm going to trail it anyway, maybe take some partials soon and then leave the runner, but we're going to see. Let's see what where the H1 is now. So my stop loss is under the current H1 low. Ideally, there's no reason for the new one to get underneath here. Just drives up and goes for TP. Just need to see this close above this high. Yeah. In the next 10 minutes, close above the side, new H1 drives it up. Yeah, my main account is in USD. Fivers give you the option of doing different currencies and stuff like that, but I think everything's usually calculated in USD, so I just leave it as USD. This is not my main account. This is the discretionary account. It's an issue when you come to get the withdrawals. I usually get my withdrawals in pounds, so the calculations, and then you got, I think it's Wise they're using. No, it's not Wise. I can't remember the name. Wise they're using. I think they take a bit of a commission as well, so not a fan of that either. When you all add it all up, there's commissions and different losses based on conversion rates. It just eats into your withdrawal a bit, but again, that's the business. Can't do much about that. All right, so we've got the break. Too early to move to break even, but I have reduced my stop loss. If it decides to come for that low, comes for that low. Not much I could do about it. It's the right trade. We have a target in mind. Just need to wait, and we'll see what happens in the next H1 candle. That will make the decision if it wants to come for my stop loss or not. It's broke above its resistance. So just tag into here, right there. This should act as a support and it push back up. And that's what I would like to see. Getting underneath this low is concerning, and definitely underneath this low where my stop loss is. That's very concerning. That will indicate a loss. I mean, the win, I had the win, but I'm holding it a lot to see if I could get more. So if I was scalping it, that was the win to get this breakout of this high. I'm trying to hold it for a little bit longer. So I think I'm going to have to call the stream short here because I'm expecting someone soon to come at 10 o'clock to pick up some furniture. Try to get rid of some furniture. There's too many things in the basement right now. Try to get rid of this some furniture now. and someone's due to pick it up at 10 o'clock, so I might have to call it now. I'm gonna hold this trade, obviously, still TP in mind. So how I'm gonna play this is leave my stop loss as it is. If it takes it, it takes it. It's only a small loss, it's $29, and I'm still aiming for those highs. So if I see price get above, again, may take partials and then just leave the runner. So it means I made something today. Right now, $13 is nothing. I need to see it back above here, pushing, and then I'll take partials and leave a runner and then move to break even. That's how I'm going to play this trade. And I'm going to, yeah, break even will do. I'm not going to trail the H1s. I'll trail, do you know what? I will trail the H1s. So if we get another H1 candle pushes up higher, creating a low, I'll trail the H1 lows to try to get to TP, because it's the H1 lows I don't want to see being broken, because that's usually an indication of a reversal or a considerable pullback. So I mean, if you have a look here, we had the trend with the H1 highs trending down. It attempted to break it here, failed, but down here is where it broke it. So it created this low and it came up here, broke it here, and since then it's respected it. It has pushed up higher, but it has respected this initial one where it broke. So that's why the H1 lows are significant to me. As you can see, it's been respected it all the way here. So hopefully continues doing so to get up there, and that's why I'm going to trail the H1 lows. But yeah, so that's how I'm going to play this one. I can't really trade euro here. It's pushing up. Don't know if there's going to be an entry at all, but that's how I'm going to play this gold trade and call it. So I will be back on Monday, possibly London session, and I'll make an announcement whether I'll do New York session that day as well, and figure out how we'll play for the week. Okay, hopefully you guys don't overtrade. Be cautious, there is big news out today. Hopefully you have a profitable day and you enjoy your weekend. So I'll see you guys on Monday morning. This is Patrick. Until next time, peace.